FASA fam, my name is Angel Almuete. This upcoming school year, I will be going into my third year at UMBC and my third year in FASA. I'm here before you today running to be FASA's president for the 2020-2021 school year. It's hard to believe that my second year of college is coming to a close. FASA has played an immense role in my college experience thus far. Through this organization, I've been able to find my closest friends, create new connections with others, explore my love for dancing, and grow as a leader. Time flies incredibly fast, but every minute has been packed with memories and lessons in friendship, love, and most of all, leadership. The common factor that defined all these memorable moments that I've had with FASA was the people. It is precisely for the members of this community that I am running for president. I want to give back and serve the people of this organization who graciously accepted me and gave me a family away from home. By upholding and improving upon FASA's mission, I hope to create an environment that not only takes care of its members and fosters camaraderie among them, but also challenges them to think beyond themselves. With that in mind, I would like to discuss some things about FASA that I have reflected upon and how I want to take this organization to the next step. Integration and family are perhaps FASA's strongest pillars. FASA is often advertised as a welcoming and fun community, and it generally succeeds in hosting large group events and activities where people can have a good time playing games and mingling with others. However, I've realized that the environment that we've created is largely catered to those who can stretch out of their comfort zones easily. Additionally, those who have a previous tie to a FASA member or who have friends who also want to join the organization have an advantage over those who don't. Too often, I see individuals that don't have that same support quickly stop showing up, and I hear about those who initially come out to the first few FASA GBMs and events but don't return because they feel intimidated or unwelcome. Before, I was among those who thought, well, we've done everything we can, they just don't try hard enough to integrate. Yet these facts continue to bother me, and I can no longer accept that reasoning. I believe that FASA could improve upon fostering genuine and intimate connections between its members, especially to those newcomers. eBoard plays an essential part of making this happen. As president, I want to keep my eBoard members accountable for acting through example, being proactive in getting to know new members, inviting them to events, and including those who seem left out or alone. In doing so, this would also strengthen the bonds between general body and eBoard. I would also like to brainstorm ways to revamp our events and programs. While I love our large group activities and how much fun we have with those, I can see why they can be very intimidating to those outside of the organization. I would like to find ways to promote relationship building among members by providing more opportunities for meaningful one-on-one or small group time. One idea that I had was, instead of jumping straight into big group games during GBMs at the beginning of the year, which I think is like an essential period of time to build relationships and connections while people are still coming out, we could instead split everyone into groups, each led by an eBoard member, and do get-to-know-you conversations for new members to connect with current members, or even for current members to talk to someone they haven't talked to before. Only after exploring and trying new and different options can I be satisfied that we have done enough to welcome all. Another area that I want to expand upon if I were president is FASA's education pillar. Besides our fall semester cultural GBM and weekly Tagalog fixes, the major source of continuous cultural awareness in FASA is mainly through cultural dances and semi-pistahan. But even then, we only briefly go over the history and background of the dances. Plus, this mode of learning is not inclusive to those who are uncomfortable dancing and performing. Therefore, I want to focus on adding new ways to learn about the rich history and culture of the Philippines. To do so, I would like to take advantage of FASA's relationship with Kabataan Alliance and Malaya Movement, two organizations dedicating to advocating for the rights of the Filipino people. I want to invite them to hold sessions and workshops that would teach members about the history of the Philippines and its current social, political, and economic state. I hope that this will help our members connect to their roots and even spark interest into further gaining knowledge about the Philippines. I believe that as Filipino Americans, we have a responsibility to preserve our history and culture. It is also beneficial for non-Filipino members to know about these topics, as they are a part of a Filipino American Student Association. There's a saying that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Trying to accomplish my goals alone may be the easier and faster route of no opposition, but with a team composed of people with different ideas and perspectives, we can make a more rewarding impact. The most important part of being president is learning how to bring your executive board together to create a well-functioning team. Without the collective collaboration and support of the e-board, I would be nothing as a president. This past year in e-board was perhaps the most challenging experience in my growth as a leader. While my first time on e-board was admittedly difficult, it forced me to reflect on who I wanted to be as a leader. The most important thing that I want to do is to provide support to my teammates in their journeys growing as leaders. To accomplish this in my e-board, I want to incorporate brief team and individual development exercises and lessons in EBMs to give my e-board opportunities to reflect on their leadership, find areas that work for them or areas where they can improve, and continuously learn how to work with each other's different styles. Of course, I am not a perfect leader, so this would also benefit me because I can learn from my teammates and get to know them better and to be able to serve them better. If I were president, I want my e-board to have a meaningful experience and to feel that they gained valuable knowledge that they can apply outside of FASA. Now, being president of FASA is no small undertaking, especially considering all my hopes and ambitions if I were to become president. So you may be wondering, how can we trust that you're ready for the position? I can easily cite my experiences of being a choreographer in FASA since freshman year, working as a desk receptionist in Res Life, directing Pistahan, and being on e-board to display the growth of my assertiveness and confidence, sense of responsibility, and skills in teamwork, time management, and organization. However, while these experiences are definitely valuable, it was accepting failure and mistakes, coming to terms with my shortcomings, and handling tough and frustrating situations that have prepared me for this role. For example, at first, when choreographing and facilitating rehearsals, I would allow my frustration and stress to seep through often, which I feel didn't help the morale of my dancers. Now, though I still have room to improve, I've learned to be more patient and to maintain a positive attitude in high-pressure situations. So, despite my internal and external obstacles, despite being brought multiple times to the point where I wanted to quit, I did it. My passion for FASA may have varied from being a small flame to a roaring fire, but it was never extinguished. And the proof of that is me being here, running to be your president. I choose to do so despite knowing the difficulties the position entails, ready to face them if you decide to elect me. Thank you for listening. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy during this time.